Thank you for watching the Solid Sports and Gaming channel. You're watching another episode of the Solid Sports Video Blog, the SSVB. This is episode 95. Today's date is February 15th, 2019. Thank you for joining me. I'm Troy West, and thank you once again for watching as I come here every week and give you my thoughts on the latest sports topics. Of course, Wild Week, big NFL news. Of course, you probably heard Joe Flacco get traded to the Denver Broncos. Of course, not official until March 13th, but a big move made in the NFL there. And then, of course, Antonio Brown went out of Pittsburgh. I'll touch on those two things in a few moments. It's NBA All-Star Weekend. I'll give you my thoughts on the first half of the NBA season and my thoughts on what I think is going to happen throughout the weekend, from the Rising Stars Challenge tonight, actually, to the All-Star Game on Sunday. And I'll touch on everything that goes on in the All-Star Game weekend, and just some quick thoughts on other things going on this weekend. Daytona 500 is this weekend. MLB Spring Training has started, and I'll touch on my other projects that I've got coming up on the channel, which I'll be working on today, actually, so look out for it. But first, we're going to start with the NFL. NFL usually is the last topic I cover, but of course, you know, it's the off season. So, but still, a lot of sparks flying. I think it was Tuesday, Joe Flacco, of course, law veteran, former Super Bowl MVP for the Baltimore Ravens, was dealt to the Denver Broncos. They agree in principle, so it's not an official trade yet, but it was leaked. Most likely the Ravens going to get back a mid-round pick. I hope it's at least a 2, but I think it's probably a 3 or yet a 3 around a third rounder or less. But of course, everybody try to break this trade down. Do it make sense to Denver? It might don't on the face, because you know they already got Case Keenum, and Denver quarterback problem since Peyton Manning retired has been up and down. And everybody looking at John Elway and what he's doing. But I think for the Ravens side, I'll touch on the Ravens side first. I'm from Baltimore. I'm a Ravens fan, just for full disclosure here. I thought this move needed to be made by the Ravens. I think Joe Flacco is just time has just come to move on. You know, he gave us 11 years, but he just, to me, just don't seem like he's engaged. I don't know if it's just the Ravens period, or just ever since he won, it seems like he just didn't have the fire in him anymore, and people been coming out and saying that as well. So I think it's some truth to that. Maybe going to Denver will rejuvenate him. At least I'm hoping. And I wish him luck. He's definitely the best quarterback the Ravens ever had, easily, hands down. There's a little debate. I guess I'm gonna bring it here. Do you think he deserved to be in the Ring of Honor? Of course, we got the no doubters, Ray Lewis, Jonathan Ogden, Ed Reed. I think Terrell Suggs is a no-brainer as well once he retires. But some people push me back on Flacco. I asked a few people, they say no. But I think it's just the prisoner of the moment thing. But if you really think about it, he's the best quarterback we ever had as a franchise. And I'm saying we as a fan, that the Ravens had. I mean, they had some decent quarterbacks throughout the years, but Joe Flacco was the consistent one. We drafted him. He led us to a Super Bowl. I think probably not, and of course not now, but I mean, once he retires, maybe, you know, people start to really appreciate who he was. I think he'll get his name up in the Ring of Honor as well. Now, Hall of Fame, no, I don't think he deserves to be a Hall of Famer. That's not what I'm saying. People put those two together, that's not. You know, Ring of Honor is almost a whole completely different thing. I mean, of course, being a Hall of Fame player helps, but I think just the impact he had here in Baltimore, him being a quarterback, him being the face of the franchise for so long, I think he deserves to get the Ring of Honor. But I had some people debate me on it. I think it's, I guess if you give it a quick thought, but I think if you really think about it, it's a no-brainer. So I wanted to bring that topic to the discussion as well. To go back to the Broncos side of it, I guess you don't really understand what they're doing. They said Case Keenum might be done there anyway. But the Broncos have missed on drafted quarterbacks. But I'm guessing Flacco's going to start, even if Case Keenum is there. But Joe, I mean, he got the arm talent. It's just, like I said, it just don't say like he wants it. And that's my opinion. But it's definitely good for the Ravens. They give it to now Lamar Jackson is officially our starter. Some people worry about that. Can he really turn the corner? He definitely have to improve as a passer. His passing game has to improve. He's not going to be able to play the way he played last year and continue to win. And the defense going to have to stay stout as well if you're going to play that style of football. But he has to improve as a passer if the Ravens going to still compete. I ain't going to say you heard it here first, but if I had to make a bold prediction right now, I would say the Browns probably is a favorite to win the AFC North next year. I mean, they're the most, you probably think, they're the most steady franchise right now. You know, Pittsburgh having their problems, which I'm about to talk about, with Antonio Brown. And Cincinnati just got a new head coach. So Cleveland right now is the most, well, other than the Ravens are stable. I'm not going to say they're not stable, but Cleveland pretty much know what direction they're going in. They're going to be definitely a problem in the division next year. But we'll talk about that when it's time to. But that's just a little early thought on that. But like I said, speaking of the Steelers, Antonio Brown basically came out and officially asked for a trade. I guess he's not happy there at Pittsburgh. The Steelers, just a lot of drama. I mean, which you're not used to with that team. With the Le'Veon Bell, the way that ended. Ben Roethlisberger in the media saying this, saying that. Coach Tomlin in the middle of all of it. Antonio Brown, clearly the best receiver in football, but I don't know. I don't want to say he's wrong. I don't know all the details. You know, you hear this, you hear that. But I don't know. I guess the Steelers probably wanted to make it work, but I think he's just done there. I think he got to probably make the move. Some people say, well, he's definitely, his talent-wise, he definitely worked for first-round pick easily. But I don't think the Steelers going to get that because, you know, whoever does trade for him will have to deal with, you know, all the issues that he's bringing. Then he's got some off-the-field stuff, too. Little stuff like the speeding ticket incident and a little domestic incident. So he got some little notches on his belt off the field as well. But he's a great player. Can't deny his talent, but I'd be surprised if Pittsburgh gets a #1 round or first-round pick for him. He wants to go to San Francisco. That's what he publicly have said. Not sure if that's going to happen, but I would like to see him there. The 49ers are the up-and-coming team with Jimmy Garoppolo and the Kyle Shanahan regime, him and John Lynch. So 49ers definitely building for the future. That'd be a nice addition. But anyway else, I don't know. People threw out the Jets. I don't think he probably would have gone to the Jets because Sam Darnold not developed yet as a quarterback. But we'll see how that turns out. But I'd be shocked if he stays at Pittsburgh. I think the bridge has been burned. But I'm not gonna go all the way to say he's wrong. But I just don't. Sometimes I just don't get players. You know, I don't know. You know, you don't know exactly what's going on. But he's putting up monster numbers with Ben Roethlisberger, so I wouldn't think he would want to leave him. But if Ben threw him under the bus one time this year, probably more than this one time. And I think the emergence of Juju Smith-Schuster probably rubbing him the wrong way too. So maybe he just want to move on, get a fresh start. But we'll see how things turn out for him. But that's something to look at. Of course, the official league season don't start. Calendar season don't start till March 13th. That's when the Joe Flacco trade gets finalized and official. So we'll see if Brown get moved before the draft or after the draft, but I think it's going to happen somehow. So we'll see how all that turns out. But see, like I said, the NFL is always in the news no matter what. And of course, I watched some of that, just to throw this in there, the little American Football Alliance League, the little new league, the AAF. I think that's what the acronym is for it. Just couldn't grab me. I'm going to try to probably watch it again this weekend. But it just didn't jump out at me. I glanced at it and I pretty much turned the channel and watched something else. But a lot of people enjoyed it. You know, it was just the first week, so we'll see how that league turns out. But, you know, a lot of different rules, little twisted turns, no kickoffs, and, you know, all the little rules like that. So we'll see how that turns out as well. So I'm going to check that out this weekend. All right, let's move on to the NBA. Of course, we at the halfway mark. Well, officially, I should say. Game-wise, of course, the teams have played about 50 games now at least, I think. Probably more. But it's All-Star weekend in the NBA. Definitely the NBA got the best All-Star festivities. Of course, it starts with the Rising Star Challenge tonight, with the first and second year players play against each other. And now it's the World against the USA format, which is interesting. I'll probably check it out because I like Donovan Mitchell. He's one of my favorite players. He in his second year. Ben Simmons will be in the game. Of course, Luka Doncic, Trae Young, Dennis Smith Jr. A lot of talent in this game. So I'm looking forward to watching that. But of course, the All-Star Saturday night. Of course, it's with the dunk contest, the skills challenge, the three-point contest. I'll give some quick predictions on the skills challenge. Is the challenge. If you don't know what that is, it's like first it used to be just guards, and now they got guards against big men now. So Luka Doncic, the rookie that I just mentioned for the Dallas Mavericks season, and I think he'd probably be the winner of that contest. You could look up the rest of the participants, you know, for the skills challenge. The three-point contest. This is more of a sentimental pick. Like I said, also my picks here is like, well, I wouldn't say sentimental, but like just gut feeling. Not really. If you go by skill, of course, you probably wouldn't pick this guy. But it's in Charlotte. The All-Star game is Charlotte. I'm going to go with the hometown guy, Kemba Walker. I think he gets hot somehow and win this contest. But you got Steph in it. You got his brother Steph in it. Devin Booker comes back. He's the defending champion. So there's a lot of better shooters than Walker, but I just think somehow he's going to do it. And a dunk contest, I'm going to go with Dennis Smith Jr. of the New York Knicks. Of course, he just was with the Dallas Mavericks. I seen him play a little bit. I like how he flies. I think he can make some dunks look fantastic. Of course, the dunk contest not as spicy as it used to be. I guess because we've seen every dunk in the world that's humanly possible. So it just don't grab you like it used to. At least that's my opinion for me. But it's still fun to watch. And honestly, I picked Dennis Smith Jr. But I like him too. I like his game, but I really don't know the other guys. I know who Miles Bridges is, and I think they got somebody from Atlanta in it. So I mean, I just don't know the other guys. So, but I think just by pure talent, I think Dennis Smith can probably win it. Of course, the All-Star game itself is Sunday. Of course, that's when. Of course, they changed that format. I think this is the third year where they pick teams. The two top vote getters be captains, which is LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak. Of course, you look at the roster. I think Team LeBron is just a little bit better. Got a little bit better squad, so I think they'll win the game. And my MVP, now this is sort of a sentimental pick. Of course, you know it's the last year for Dwayne Wade and Dirk Nowitzki, so they was added to the team as like a veteran thing. Adam Silver, the commissioner, added them at the last minute. And Dwayne Wade is on LeBron James' team. So I think they're going to try to push him to get the MVP. But it depends on if he wants it. If he wants it, I think he can win it. If he ain't engaged, he probably just there just to chill out and root on the other guys, then of course he won't win it. But I think if he just have a decent game, I think people will give it to him, you know, send him off with the All-Star MVP. So that's my prediction for that. The All-Star game is pretty awesome. You see a lot of crazy dunks and plays in that too, and high scoring. So very entertaining game. Of course, that's Sunday night, and I think TNT has all the coverage, so you can watch all these on TNT. Don't forget the Celebrity All-Star game be fun too. I don't think ESPN carries that, so that's tonight as well. But I said the NBA do they All-Stars better. I think baseball, so I think of course the Pro Bowl is last. You see how boring the Pro Bowl was this year, and they talked about getting rid of it because it's so boring. But I mean, I guess because, like I said, nobody don't want to get hurt in this football. But in other sports, you pretty much can still have the real same game. I think baseball is probably closest to, it's still a baseball game, you know. So I think the game itself, the pure game, you probably get baseball the edge. But I love the NBA All-Star Weekend. It makes me think about my dad. You know, like I said, all these events like All-Star Weekends and Super Bowls and stuff, I think about my dad. So But it's an exciting weekend. I can't wait for it. Definitely gonna be checking all this stuff out. And that's it this week. Pretty much baseball, ain't nothing going on. Machado and Harper still on the board. I mean, still free agents. Spring training though has started in baseball. Baseball season will be soon. Next couple of days, I think probably about March 1st, March 2nd is spring training, their preseason game. So NASCAR 500 is this weekend. That's something that people get excited about. I watched one Daytona 500 one time in my life. It was about, I think it was '98, and I was at my stepmother's house, if that makes sense. And I think she was ill, and we was watching her or something. And when I was growing up, my favorite race car driver was Jeff Gordon. I used to love Jeff Gordon, so I was rooting for Jeff Gordon, and thank God he won, because I think the Daytona 500, probably, well, all race car races is like 3, 4, 5 hours long. It's long, man. And I was just so glad he won. So it was worth watching for that long time. You know, it's a big event for people, you know, get the NASCAR season started. And just what's coming up on the channel, other than the blog, of course. Oh yeah, announcement about that. I'll probably be doing it on Fridays till further notice. It just fits my schedule better. Usually Saturday is usually my day when I record. But I think Friday it fits me well. Then I'm off from work every other Friday, so I think it's just a perfect day to do it. Plus, you know, sports world kind of slow. NBA about to pick up though, and baseball season about to start again. The NFL is over, so and I'll be doing my MLB special season preview sometime right before the season starts. But anyway, not to get off track, Fridays will be my day for the blog to be recorded. So today is Friday now, so I'm gonna try to do them on Fridays. I think it'll be, like I said, easier to fit everything around everything that I'm dealing with right now. So that's the only slight change, but everything else will be the same. Just one blog a week until the football season starts again. And just for the channel overall, of course, Retro Series about to dominate. Resident Evil 2, I've done a video on that. I'm gonna do some of that this morning. Do some more Sonic Mania this morning. Also, like I said, I'm trying to do that Mega Man X video. Basically what happened is I got stuck on this stage. I'm trying to beat it. So hopefully I can do that, get that in the day, so I have a lot of content. So just thanks everybody for being so patient though. You know, I come and go. Sometimes it be because of the internet, sometimes it be because of my schedule, sometimes it be because of this and this and that. But I enjoy coming here every week, doing the blogs. I've been keeping up with the blogs. I haven't missed any of those, but as far as my video game content has slowed down. Like I said, so that's what's coming up. Retro Series will be dominating for a while until next month when Division 2 come out, which we exclusively will have here. Me and my man Fat Man. You'll see it's just like we did on Division 1 a couple of years back. You can go watch that right now if you're wondering what Division is. Like a RPG shooter, so definitely check all that out. That's all what's to come with the channel in the next few weeks. And that'll do it for today. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to all my people following me on PlayStation Network as well. And of course, just thank you if you're new. Thank you very much. And thank you for taking the time to watch. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the All-Star weekend with the NBA. NFL news will probably keep coming in. I'll be right back next week, next Friday, for more updates. I'm Troy West said, thank you so much for watching. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you to my Facebook followers and the Instagram followers as well. Thank you so much.